Hey everybody,
Hello.
How's it going? Welcome to the 229th episode of the Angry Cuddles podcast. Don't forget that we are Gamefly affiliates. Go to gameflyoffer.com/angrycuddles and try out Gamefly.
And they got some good shit on right now because it's Christmas.
Yeah, and if you haven't yet, you
Look
can do a month for free. My name is Steven. With me, as always, is an anxious fear of farts. Joining me today is DJ Pikachuck without his Pika ears. That's
my fault. I dropped the ball.
Don't do that. We're classy. We're classier than that.
What?
We're above that.
How many episodes? This is episode 229. You should know better than that by now.
We can have a classy conversation about farts. If you make a fart noise, I've got lost all credibility here.
I was trying to make you afraid of the fart noise.
If you were pretending to be asleep and farting, I would have been terrified.
Okay, you know what?
My brother used to do that on road trips.
You and I have known each other for just a little over a decade, Stephen. Just a little over a decade. I have never once experienced your flatulence.
Anxious Fear of Farts is Apocalyptic Zombie is a good band name.
Oh my God.
Game Guy says, Steven, if I ever see you in real life, I'm going to hug you really hard until you fart.
I've tried. I've done it.
That would be the end of our friendship, Game Guy, because I would just go like this and it would into nothing.
It would be the end of your friendship with him.
You would
and the beginning of your friendship with
Have
me.
you ever farted?
Oh yeah, for sure.
God, it's like asking a woman. It was like, you actually fart?
But I'm so conscious of it. Like people that do it casually in my presence. Like we have a friend. His name is Glenn, and he'll just do it, and not like to be gross and not like on anybody. He just doesn't care. And we'll just go, Jesus, Glenn. Like we're human beings.
Have some decency.
Christ,
I can't do that.
Decency.
The other day, Charlie came up and she goes, "Can I sit on your lap?" And I went, "Sure." And I picked her up, and just the instant she touched my leg, she just went, and I, what the fuck, man? And she's like, sorry.
That's the thing you have to deal with kids. I remember my dad telling us that horror story between me and my siblings when we were smaller. Usually we would get shoved on the floor, though.
Ew. Also joining me today, William Roth.
Hello, everyone.
And on the end is Shark, as always. Apocalyptic Zombie, have you guys ever had the internal farts? Are you talking about heart palpitations? What? I think I know what you're talking about.
Feel the fart?
No, it's
around.
like your stomach just goes,
and then it sends it up to your heart, and it's heartburn.
And then you throw up.
Yeah, and then you puke.
I think I know what you're talking about, Apocalyptic Zombie. And yeah, I have a really I'm very careful, like I said, not to fart in front of people, but I do. My stomach just is loud in general. So if I'm sitting there, if we all stopped for a while, probably within the first 5 minutes, you'd just hear it just going.
I've got a loud tummy growl.
Yeah.
I do too.
One. It's an embarrassing one.
It's probably because we eat badly.
We eat shit all day.
I don't have a choice. I have to eat much better.
Yeah.
Because I can't eat anything anyway.
Game Guy. I said I farted in the funeral room yesterday. It smelled like rotten eggs. It was pretty bad.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Rotten eggs is bad. That's on the far end of it.
Actually, I have this soap and a shampoo that is a sulfur soap.
What?
Don't
Why?
use that.
It actually works for...
when you
really
want to smell
for,
like the 4th of July.
No, it makes you smell more like, you're satanic.
Right.
Oh, dear.
But it works really good for... acne and stuff, and it's only bad if you get you get it every now and again.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's kind of weird.
Was it peppermint soap that someone was saying last time not to use because we're talking about the video
gets down
game
into
soaps
the
and it's
folds.
just like, ouch. Yeah, okay.
I like
It gets
peppermint
down
soap.
to the folds.
The folds.
Way to sell me out.
So
way to fucking sell me out.
Chuck farted in the antique store. I walked into the booth and was like, whoa. Nice.
Chucky.
It was a quiet one, too.
From the horse's mouth or butt.
Straight
from the horse's butt.
Came Chuck.
What? Did you think that in the antique store they wouldn't be able to?
This was
half
a really
that stuff smells like shit anyway.
This was a
Yeah.
really big antique store. It was
You went
open
and
air.
found your corner.
I went.
I
there was nobody in there. It was me and her and like a couple of people on the other side of the building. I didn't think anybody was going to give a shit. And honestly, I just couldn't hold it in anymore. It's like, okay, I need to relieve some pressure. So silent but deadly. That way nobody could trace it to me. And then as soon as she walked up next to me, she goes, "Did you just fart?" And my response, I had no choice. I had to go, "Yes."
Oh.
Shh, don't say it.
Actually, that's a good way to do it. I was like, were you just cornered into the lie? Like, no, this is like, I think they killed a hooker back here. But no, you just get real quiet. Yes, I did. Yeah, like it was what kept you alive.
You should have just kept acting like you couldn't hear what she was saying and then walked off.
What?
Like, what? What are you saying?
What?
And then take off. For some reason, when we said
speak up.
Straight from the horse's butt with Chuck, I just have this mental image now of Chuck being born Ace Ventura style out of a mechanical.
He's a little warm in these rhinos.
Yeah.
But
it's naked Chuck coming out of it.
Would it be a horse or would it be a centaur?
It would be a
rhino.
It would be a centaur.
It would be a rhino.
You know what? Now that Apocalypse Zombie has pointed out, I do make frequent dead hooker jokes. I'm gonna get some equality going. All my jokes for the next few weeks are gonna be dead pimp jokes.
Dead pimps. Yeah.
Just
there
are
male hookers.
There are male hookers.
Okay.
Yeah, gigolos. Dead gigolos.
Dead jigs.
Dead jigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
DGs, we call them.
So.
Killer Queen.
I played a game this week I wanted to share with you guys. It was Games with Gold on the 360 months and months and months ago. It's called Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Yes.
Have you played it?
No, but I've seen a playthrough of it. And
okay, so
it looks really interesting.
Here's the thing. It's sort of like a co-op game. One stick controls the older brother, one stick controls the little brother. Like it is. You're controlling two different people at the same time.
On the same controller?
On the same controller. Then there's the left action button for the big brother and the right action button for the little brother. So you move and action, and the actions are context sensitive to whatever you're around.
That's pretty cool.
And you do stuff, with each other, on each other. So, for example, the little kid has to be hoisted up by his big brother to broken ladders. He has to get on his big brother's back to swim across things because he can't swim. Stuff like that. So I'm playing the game, and it's pretty short. And if you guys don't want to know the end of it, like 60 seconds. Give me 60 seconds here. But you find the thing that's supposed to save your dad. Right before you find it, the older brother gets stabbed in the gut by like a giant spider leg. So the little brother tries to save him, and he can't. And so he gets the thing to save his dad, and he goes back home. When he goes back home, to get back to his house, there's like this sort of lake, ocean inlet kind of a thing.
So he drowns.
And he can't swim on his own normally.
Without his brother.
So he sort of sees a vision of his dead mom, and he sort of goes up to it, and I'm like trying to do the action, and it's not doing it. I'm like, there's no way to go. I know he has to learn how to swim here. Action, I move around, maybe it's being finicky. I was like, I don't know what to do here. And my girlfriend was watching me, and I was like, wait a second. And I moved up, and I pressed his big brother's action button, and he started swimming, and I almost started crying, like straight up. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, that hit me so good.
Right?
Really well done, game developers.
Very well done.
It was awesome. It was really good. MMO Rising. Hey, thanks for joining us. If you haven't yet.
That's Ammo Rising.
Ammo Rising. It could be an MMO Rising.
A MMO. I would say there'd be an MMO.
Yeah.
You're right. I do have a history of like really fucking people's names really hard. Ammo Rising. Naname, for example. Ammo Rising, thanks for joining us. If you haven't yet, follow us. I will say your name right from now on, I promise.
Emma Rising, give us a follow.
Yeah. What do you guys do this week? Did you cry playing any video games this week?
Cookie Day. Oh, yes, Cookie Day.
Did you have a cookie day?
I did. It was me and Crystal and our boys, and we went to my parents' place in Denton, and we just spent the whole damn day
eating
with
cookies.
my family. No, making cookies.
Oh.
No, Jesus. It's
I thought
Christmas.
that was
we
what
were making
Cookie Day
Christmas.
was.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you had like...
There were pictures on Facebook, dude.
I didn't see Cookie Day pics.
What?
Ammo Rising, thanks for the follow. We are now at 96 followers. We are like 4 away.
Four.
Four away
Four
from you
from
in
a hundo.
Dress, heels, fishnets.
Yeah, and Chuck, thank you. Wait, you keep adding shit every time I do it.
I know.
I'm waiting for him
I
to
have a
add
wig.
tiara.
I have a wig here too that you have to wear.
I have a lot of wigs.
There you go.
I was going to wear that. Did you see the wig that I wore on Facebook that was like, I
Yes.
missed my calling as a drag queen. It's a blue wig, but
You should wear that.
I think I might wear that one.
Please.
I'm probably gonna do full makeup.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just straight up.
I
Are
really
you going
hope
to
he
do like
gorgeous.
the natural classic, or are you going to do the over-exaggerated
No,
Oh,
I
he's
want
gonna
to
be-
cross-dresser?
He's gonna be a whore.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, he's gonna.
No, I
be
want
a
to take a break from being a whore.
and then we're gonna kill him and throw him in this chest here
with the other dead man hookers, gigolos.
Oh, Gigolo,
Hey,
right?
Zom wants to see you in a fucking thong. You know what? I'm okay with that.
Me too.
I don't think we can post that on
I don't know if we
Twitch.
can
I
put that
think
on
that
No, we
Twitch,
can we
yeah.
can do the strap, the showing thong strap
The
somehow.
Instagram, yeah.
Totally. Or
Throw
we
it on
can
the
find a way
Instagram.
to get like a form-fitted dress for him,
Yeah.
so that you can see
I'm
the
not-
thong strap.
You hear
like,
that, Steve?
in the
I don't know
later.
if I'm down with the form-fitting thing.
You sure?
I don't think you guys will be down with the form-fitting
You know
thing,
what?
really.
I got it. I want to see you when we get our 100. I want to see you cosplay as Ada Wong.
One of the most annoying characters in gaming.
Ada Wong is really annoying.
Because
Don't forget Shark's gonna be in a dress too.
Oh yeah, that's actually
Yep.
more important, I would think.
Because
Ammo-
it's like I imagine Steven in a dress already.
Ammo says
Right,
that
yeah.
the pictures that we can't post in public, we can post on Pornhub.
That's
oh,
true.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's true.
So there
We'll
you
just
go.
go to the Angry Cuddles
Pornhub.
Pornhub link. Yeah.
Because
for sure.
that'll definitely up our credibility.
We'll throw
right
you on
there.
all of them. We'll throw you on
You know,
RedTube.
We've got you. Well, actually, I think if you go to Pornhub, I think that feeds it to RedTube porn and everything.
To everything else. Yeah.
So, what did you guys do? Not cookie related then? Over the
Yeah, I didn't have
yonder.
a cookie day, but
No cookie days.
I started playing Just Cause
3.
3,
Yeah.
and I gotta say, I mean, it's great, it's fun, but it gets boring.
Yeah.
Really?
I
Yeah.
said that about Just Cause 2, man.
Yeah, it got
I have-
really boring like within a few hours of me playing it.
So this is something that I'm noticing then with Just Cause 3 and Star Wars Battlefront is you can have it can be beautiful
Yeah.
and it can have really crisp light gameplay, like solid mechanics,
Mm-hmm.
but now without some sort of story and depth, we
Right.
we really have the bar's really high on what we even consider a reasonably good game.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I need.
So are we just getting pickier as we get older?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Well, it's like I want story. I want something to engage me. I want to know.
What's the character's
who these
name? Rico?
characters are. Yeah, Rico Rodriguez.
Is he does he have any personality whatsoever to speak of, or is it all?
Not really, he's a bit of
attaching cows
he's a bit
to
of an Ezio.
Okay, yeah.
He's kind of like he's doing it for the right
he's
reasons.
Ezio with a Mexican accent as opposed
Right.
to
Game Guy says he told people to wait because it'll be amazing when the multiplayer comes out. Is there multiplayer coming to Just Cause 3?
I know
they
there
had
was
to
Just
mod
Cause
it
2.
into Just Cause 2.
Yeah, they had to mod it. Yeah,
I saw a 4K mod of Star Wars Battlefront
I
today.
saw that too. Wow,
That was gorgeous.
wow, that blew me
Those
away.
are pictures, though.
No, the video.
What?
The in-action,
they did the
in-game
video.
footage, yeah.
What?
It's unbelievable. Yeah,
I thought about playing it here, but over the stream, just watch it on your own because I can't get as crisp
I'll
as
bet
what
you
you
that
need to
thing
watch it.
eats bandwidth like
It probably
Pac-Man
does.
and pellets,
Well,
man.
you can only see. It still looks beautiful even if you don't have a 4K display, but especially if you have a 4K display, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah, Chuck's review of ESO.
Chuck's
yeah,
review.
Oh hey, by the way, hey Chuck,
Yeah,
get a goddamn microphone.
we're working
No,
on it.
check the
Ass.
rest of the box. I
Yeah.
would have sworn there's one that came with it.
Nope.
Could have sworn.
Well, Chuck, how much are they?
Like $30.
I'll buy you one.
No, it's already it's on the way already.
Okay, perfect.
Too late.
Because I want to
But-
play with you.
It'll happen.
Okay.
It'll happen.
Although I'll just be your silent guardian watching over you because I'm so goddamn powerful in that game.
you know what? I'm getting there. I'm getting.
You can have multiple characters, right?
Yep.
You can. Okay.
You have 8 characters.
Okay,
which I do. I have
So, yeah.
5.
I gave Jonathan and Sam their copies, so
I saw-
when the holidays calm down, we'll get together and start making our way through Tamriel.
Cool.
Perfect. Remember, where are you joining?
Ebonheart Pact.
That's right.
Smart man.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
I-
I'll tell him
And
that.
you joined the Ebonheart, right?
I wouldn't have had a choice but to join the Edmund Hart anyway because I would have been a Nord.
But you used the Explorer's Pack.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Chuck,
Okay, good.
congratulations on getting pants on your ESO character.
Oh yes, I did. So
Were you going
Were you
around with
wearing
no
undies?
pants?
I didn't have
You can steal things.
I don't like stealing things.
Oh, man.
I don't like stealing things because you'll walk up to a guy that is kind of, he's an NPC and he's all damaged up and you go, I will heal you. And so I hit the button and instead of healing him, I accidentally throw a fireball at him and then I have no choice but to kill him because he was defending himself.
Oh, man.
And so As soon as that happens,
That's Chuck in real life,
That
though.
is
It's
Chuck
like,
in real
boom,
life.
shit, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm gonna have to kill you now. I'm so sorry, he says as he hacks away at his life.
It only took one like Adric Lance thrown at him, and then he died. So it was good.
Very nice. What are you, by the way?
I'm a Nord Templar,
Oh, cool.
and
man.
I'm focusing on the Adric Spear and two-hand and healing.
Very
Game Guy,
cool.
thank you
Yeah.
for that. I do want that is something after Christmas is over, I'm going to be looking at headsets. And so for a note, for people that are not in the chat who are listening on the podcast or watching us on YouTube, Game Guy recommends for the Xbone and PC, probably will work with other
Xbone!
things as well. It's the Logitech G430. G430, you can remember that because G4 was a channel and 30 is a number. It's like $50 and he really likes it. so.
Average age.
Yeah. And he said, my quality is mad, but,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
I'm just excited to play with you guys.
Right?
Yeah, like
about
I'm
damn
really,
time.
really stoked about it.
So where are you? Like location-wise, where are you?
I am no longer in the Ebonheart Pack. I've moved on to the other area in Daggerfall, so I'm in this place called Glenumbra.
Okay.
And it's because I'm now veteran ranked. So like I've gone through 50 levels.
Wow.
And I'm now basically level
And yet
60 because I'm about
you
to
want
be veteran
him
ranked too.
to sit on his ass and wait for us to catch up to him.
Oh,
That's
no,
not
no,
gonna
I'm going to
happen.
help you guys.
No, I'm not going to. I don't want anybody to wait for us. I want you to keep a character that you only play with us or until we catch up to the other level or whatever. Because that way we can all have our storyline together going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
That means
You
I need
follow
to
me?
make another character.
Yeah. I mean,
And I need to change the name of the old character.
Well, wait, do
you can do whatever.
you not want me to play
No, we do.
with my veteran rank character with you?
Yeah, but what are you going to do?
I'm gonna
That's
help
why
you
I
guys.
told you.
I'm
He's
gonna be your,
basically
I'm gonna be your
sitting on his
silent
ass.
guardian.
He's just going to sit back.
He's gonna be the
and,
No, it's
mysterious
basically
stranger.
I'm gonna be the
commentary.
mysterious stranger that who watches you, adventures with you, and when things get a little hairy, all
All
of a sudden,
this Adric
an-
Spear just
an arrow just comes flying in.
So you're basically
down
going to
whatever
be
you need.
Aragon in the
Exactly.
bucking in for the hobbits.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, Shark?
That's how I'll role play it.
I just caught up to the most currently released chapter in the game called White Island on the phone.
Oh, like a anime kind of point and clicky kind of thing going on.
Anime point and click and puzzles.
Cool.
I like puzzles.
Yeah, I
So-
tried playing it and I got through the prologue, and then they wanted me to pay money for the
You don't
first
ha-
chapter, and I was like,
you should have actually earned enough money to buy it. Buy the next one, or it should automatically release for you in like 2 days or something.
Game
Oh.
Guy, by the way, he
Well,
mentions
fine.
that the cord on the cables for that Logitech G430 is fabric instead of rubber. And Apocalyptic Zombie says braided cable.
I very much
the
appreciate that.
best earbuds in history. Fuck Dre. The best earbuds in history were the Zune premium earbuds, and they had little magnets on the back, so they'd snap together for easy like rolling or whatever.
That's
And they
nice.
had that threaded, braided, so like you couldn't get through it. It
Right.
was beautiful. They
You know
were
what I liked
wonderful
about
things.
them?
That stuff.
What I liked about them was that because of the braiding, it didn't like stick to my skin like rubber.
Yeah.
And I was such an active person when I have an occasion to use earbuds.
They would stick to your neck.
It's like it would be everywhere. So it'd be like, oh, geez, I gotta get the pull with the thing and do the thing, and
Yeah.
then bam. Game Guy says beats suck. You know what? True.
and there's Will's reaction. Shark, what was the name of the anime game you were playing?
It's called White Island.
White Island. You're
White
liking
Castle.
it. You're enjoying it.
I enjoyed it immensely. I went ahead and put a little bit of money into it so I could play all of it.
Nice.
Ooh.
I saw a game on House of Cards. I was watching season 3, and he normally plays Frank Underwood normally plays Call of Duty.
Yeah.
In the 3rd season, he plays a tablet puzzle game called Monument Valley, and I was watching him play it like on the show, and I was like, oh, that looks fucking awesome. So I looked it up, and then it's a real game, and it's sort of like a mix between Fez and an MC Escher painting, where you're going from one place to another, but you're changing things around, and it's about the perception of where things line up, about where you can walk through them and stuff.
So Fez then.
Yes, but there's nothing MC Escher about Fez. I would argue. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
cool.
I've seen that kind of
But yeah.
artwork style before, and
It looks a little bit like what was that game on the PlayStation 3 that was the Journey. it looks a little like a 2D, 2.5D kind of Journey sort of art style, doesn't it?
Look who joined us in chat.
Hey,
It's
Corporate Cal.
Cal.
What's up, dude? Yeah, Corporate Cal's actually been streaming quite a bit lately. If you guys like watching League of Legends, and that's a perfect fucking segue. If you guys like watching League of Legends, you should watch Corporate Cal. Now, League of Legends.
I'm glad you're here, Corporate Cal, because I actually want your input on this. This is a big one.
Let me ask you guys this first.
Yeah.
Would you consider video games, competitive video games, nationally competitive televised video games, a sport?
Yeah, I think so because I've perspired during an intense moment in a video
certainly
game.
requires a bit more than multiple left turns.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
true.
Okay, so
that is multiple left turns at like 160 miles an hour.
That is
so
difficult.
then let me
Yeah.
go through this, and you guys chime in. Things like
I thought you were
things like
talking about
Dota, things
modeling
like
for a second.
Major
Oh,
League
is that-
Gaming and
okay.
stuff like that.
Talking
So
about modeling.
do you NASCAR is NASCAR a sport? Do you guys chime in there? What do you think?
Yeah.
I
Yeah?
think it's something that requires a certain amount of skill and ability because not everybody can do it.
Okay.
It's true. Because my dad used to say the same thing. Like, he was like, I don't, that seems silly or whatever. But then he got to ride in one,
Mhm.
and he was like, fuck.
What about you, Chuck?
Shit.
NASCAR a sport?
Um,
I would say it's more of a skill and a hobby than a
So
sport.
there are games and there are sports. So
I think they're all games.
and maybe they're all games, yeah.
yeah.
But
Mm.
okay, so yes on the NASCAR, or no on the NASCAR.
No.
It's a tough one. Yeah.
I would say the sport would go to stuff like the Indy series and like Turismo stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Golf, is golf a sport? Yeah.
Oh, is golf a sport?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Golf is a sport.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a big
Right.
fan of golf.
But
But
whether
is it
you
a sport?
like it or not, like, would you consider it a sport?
Again, there is a certain amount of finesse and mathematical factors that you have to take into account, including the environment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Chuck?
I would give it a sport too because there's a lot of concentration that goes into playing it.
Okay.
NASCAR, not as much concentration, still a certain amount
I
required.
bet people would push back on that statement.
Not,
What about-
not as much concentration? There's a lot more than that people would assume there is because
There's a lot of
there's more
judgment
to it
call.
than-
Corporate Cal says yes on NASCAR. It's easily a sport.
It's easy.
There's
What
a
about-
lot more that goes on than just taking left turns. And
Sure, yeah.
Game Guy mentions it's the speed of the pit crew that matters. That's something else too. That's where you have a team. But even then, the driver still has to go. Is it safe for me to try to pass this car? Do I kind of
Okay.
risk that? Or
Do I need
So
to go into the pit crew?
there's also the physics of wind
Yeah.
and drag.
Same
you
thing
can-
with
you can,
golf.
And when to launch the dildos.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
to launch
Dildo
it,
launching
yes.
Yeah.
is a sport. That's actually a sport.
For sure.
What about bowling? Shark.
I've always had a hard time with bowling because I can't usually pick up the bowling balls. They're too heavy.
Aw.
Would you consider it a sport? Like if someone.
Yeah, because you have to actually physically get up and throw
Okay.
shit around.
Well,
Yeah, it's a sport.
Chuck.
Dildo launching.
Again, barely a sport, but I would say it.
Poker a sport?
No,
No.
No.
Darts?
No.
it's more of a leisure.
No.
100-meter sprinting.
Driving through Dallas is
Yeah,
a
that's a
freaking
sport.
sport.
That's a sport.
Amen to that. You know what? Driving through Dallas is more than a
That's
sport.
driving through Dallas is a
Driving
goddamn
through
sport.
Driving through Dallas is a goddamn multiplayer brawl.
Hashtag dildo launching. Yeah, actually, you guys, let's get that going. Hashtag dildo launching. That's a good one.
Launching.
We could do that in response to the University of Texas counter protest.
Boating. Like
Yes.
sailing. Is that a
yes,
sport?
that is a sport.
Kind of like racing,
Yes,
except
that
on the
is a
water.
sport.
What a biased asshole.
Yeah,
No.
Chuck works at a boatyard.
Yeah.
So.
Chuck works at a boatyard, and as such, he's seen the kind of effort that goes into running a sailboat.
Okay,
yes,
so let's
that
see.
bitch is a sport.
Let's see if we can't all agree then
Yeah.
on a definition for the word sport. How would you define sport? Anybody can start off.
Dildo launch. That's all I got, man. No.
I usually think of whenever you say sport, I think of something that requires a certain amount of physical prowess, and you're actually going to be getting up in there, running around, adrenaline, heart racing,
does it need
and
to
sweating.
be? Does it
so
need
Shark
to?
says
Okay.
if you're going to be
So
getting
full
up
body
in there,
physical
it is a
exertion.
sport.
Sex could be a sport.
Sex can be a sport.
Competitive sex.
Competitive sexing.
Competitive
So
sex?
that's my tack on.
Yeah.
Is
Can
whatever
somebody-
you're doing must be competitive for
can-
it to be a sport.
Can somebody
Does
try
it have to be
define-
competitive? Because I mean, you can play a sport for fun.
Then it's a game.
Okay,
Is that what it
I will
becomes?
consent to that.
I would argue that.
So then if you're getting paid to bowl, it no longer is a game, it isn't a sport?
If you're bowling against other people, then I would posit, given the, and this is where we get into the level of physical exertion, okay? Is concentration and dexterity considered a physical exertion? Is because then, bowling is a very specific set of muscles. It's not a full body thing. Nobody's sweating after they're bowling. Unless they ate a shitload
it still
or something.
requires you to have a certain amount of physical prowess, and if you get certain injuries, you cannot actually bowl.
All of these things, bowling, golf, poker, NASCAR, they all require an incredible amount of concentration and thought. Poker doesn't really require any physical dexterity or strength of any kind whatsoever. That's pretty much all mental. But, even gaming, there's a manual dexterity that goes into it that...
Right.
So...
Are you eating Doritos when you're doing it?
If
you do that in bowl.
Do it at the same time, it's not a sport.
Apocalyptic Zombie says you can become mentally
and
fatigued.
play golf.
Yeah.
You can't eat and,
And
play
you can
golf,
drink
can
and
you?
play golf.
Hey, you want to see murder?
You
Hey,
can
thanks for
totally
joining the chat, man. Man or woman. Thanks. If you haven't yet, follow us.
Sweat when I poo poo.
And yeah, you sort of joined. I don't know if you were listening from the beginning, but we were definitely talking about that.
Yeah. Talking
for
about
sure. But I'm been commented dildo launching on the on our Instagram photo from earlier. That if you haven't checked out our Instagram,
is that a dildo launching?
We got a wreath, and these were the candy cane lights in it.
But was a dildo.
when there's no candy canes have like a canted angle or like a diagonal stripe.
Yeah.
If they're horizontal stripes, it's just dildo.
It's just
So
dildo.
it's kind of like the Christmas cookie I decorated.
It's a lot like the Christmas cookie decorated. But okay, so yeah, what were we talking about? Sports. So
Sports.
okay.
Sports!
Here's what I'm gonna posit to you guys, and then you can all tell me I'm fucking stupid or whatever. I think that gaming is not a sport.
Everybody keeps bringing up poop. I'm sorry.
Because, yeah, it does a lot. It's funny. It's poop day on Angry Cuddles. Welcome, Ulfric. It's good to see you again, man.
It's poop day. Everybody have your bowel movement right now.
Gaming is not a sport because the word is mostly arbitrary. There's not really any consistency with anything that we label a sport, except that it is competitive, I believe. Now, there are different levels of physical exertion. There are things that people, like my brother will straight up argue with you that baseball is a game and not a sport. He's got arguments for it. I don't agree with him, but he will back his argument.
Yeah.
So my point here is that the word is essentially arbitrary, and we assign it to things. If something is not a sport, though, that doesn't necessarily make it any less important or less of a thing. And that's where I think gamers get really caught up, is they want to defend it as a sport, and you don't have to do that. You don't have to get defensive about it, because it doesn't matter. The word's arbitrary, which is why we have the very specific term now, eSports. So League of Legends, Halo, Dota, StarCraft, all those guys that actually professionally make a lot of money playing these games and playing them competitively, it's an esport, and that's fine. That's not any less of a thing. Now, come at me. Tell me, All
right, here's one
from Azon. I would say less arbitrary and more of a matter of perspective or opinion.
Okay.
Here's one from Azom. If it also has rules, it has to be classified as a sport.
So Red Rover is a...
Monopoly is a sport? Well, okay, depending on who you play with, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that bitch will turn into Thunderdome like that.
It's true.
That is how you kill friendships.
And if you don't believe... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I have played my girlfriend Crystal one game of Monopoly. I am okay with playing another game with you, baby, but you're going to have to, I don't know, bake a cake or something beforehand so that I feel better about myself going into it. Because she will fucking destroy me.
Consolation prize for sucking at it.
And the problem is, when it comes to her in games, like, she's super competitive. So it's playing against her in Monopoly feels like you're playing against Cersei Lannister almost. So you're just like, she really like just kind of digs in. It's like, oh, looks like you landed in one of my spot, and I have 3 houses. Money, please. And she just has this great big shitty grin on her face every time. I'm like, God damn it.
So,
and then you wait for her to go to the bathroom so you can steal money.
I think we can determine that.
Yeah.
You know, all sports are games, but not all games are sports.
Yes.
Right.
I think that is correct.
I would go with that.
Rectangle square. Yeah.
Apocalypse Zombie says, make Cards Against Humanity a sport.
Done. Fucking done. You know what? I was trying to get.
I would watch that competitively because that would be hilarious.
Would you? I'm going to shut my mouth now.
Is there anything? would you consider if it's Olympic worthy, then it's a sport?
Sure. I don't know. We have some really weird Olympic stuff.
There's
curling.
Curling.
Curling is very strange.
LARPing.
LARPing. Yes.
Yes.
Is LARPing considered a sport?
Can I be in the USA?
Fuck yeah.
Can I be in the Team USA LARPing?
Yeah, I would think so. People get their fucking heads ripped open in that shit.
For real?
They can, especially if they're combat LARPing, then they're like swinging shit at each other.
I know a lot of people that do combat LARPing, and they have boffer
swords?
weapons. Yes, but the foam can actually break down.
And
There's usually a fiberglass rod in the center of it.
It's rare that anyone has to go to like the hospital, but people will like be down for the count and maybe need some first aid.
Jesus.
Or bruises.
We should do a group LARPing session and film it.
We
stream it.
Hey, am I going to end up being the surly healer that hates everyone?
Yes.
No, because I'm going to be the paladin. I'm going to be the healer.
Steven, what are you going to be when you get on ESO, by the way?
Or some sort of rogue.
Yeah?
Some sort.
You and I rogue it up?
We could rogue it, yeah. Are you ranged rogue or stabby rogue?
I'm both.
You can do both? Okay.
I have one whole skill set that is just sniper with a bow that I can be so far away, and then I switch to 2 daggers.
You want to see murder? Thank you for the follow. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Will, but I wanted to thank the follow.
Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate it. 9797. If we get 3 more, then the
Holy
next...
shit. I want us to hit 3
If we get 3 more, then next week we will have me in a dress, Shark in a dress, and these guys dress nice. It's going to be fantastic. So
we're going to be the pimps.
MLG, Major League Gaming, and
to the hose
stuff like that is becoming a very big deal. Chuck, what is the biggest gaming tournament that you can think of? Like the most popular one?
Besides Magic the Gathering?
No. Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, but isn't there a name for that? It's Evo.
Fucking Evo.
Evo. Yeah. Evo's the big one. And it's shit like this. Give me a second. Your guys are going to, what's the word?
Oh, is that?
Inception a little bit. So,
we are going to bring up a video.
We are going to bring up a video for you guys. This is one of the greatest moments in Evo history. This, I think, is one of the greatest moments in fighting game history. And when we start, this is what I want you to be aware of, is that Ken has been whittled down. It's the third of the best 2 out of 3. Yeah. They've each won 1. It's the final round. Ken has been whittled down to 0 health, and Chun-Li has pretty much all her health back. Or has all her health. So,
yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
How much is it worth? What's the prize?
Rare footage of Daigo actually angry.
So Ken is like just about to die.
Overcome Rao.
Chun-Li decides all she has to do is do a super option.
Now you see this tech bonus there. You hit forward.
Tap forward. Then you don't take any hit damage.
But that's what happens here. And he is tech bonusing every last one of them.
Techs her entire super. And came back and won.
Yeah, that's his fucking skill right there. Here's the thing.
And people went fucking nuts. Fucking nuts.
Here's the thing. That's Street Fighter 3 right there, right? Street Fighter 4. I don't think it's just an achievement. I think it's actually part of the training sequence for the game, where you do the Daigo comeback with any character because the tech thing still works.
Hey, Badaboom02, thanks for joining the chat, man. We appreciate it, man or woman.
So
Gotta get out of that habit.
Yeah,
it's a bad habit.
Welcome, human.
Welcome, human being. Shit.
Nondescript human being hiding behind a pseudonym.
Well, wait, doesn't that make us racist against non-human entities?
Oh, sorry about that, guys. If our faces were in the way, or if you couldn't hear us during that, don't worry. The video was the point, not what we were saying.
I guess we should say hello, Terrans, and all intergalactic beings.
Do you guys play fighting games?
Yes.
The head-to-head or the 4-player variety? I consider in this case Smash Brothers to be a fighting game.
Smash Bros is a fighting game.
What do you play? What's your game?
Oh, I've kind of stepped away from
And who's your character?
I've kind of stepped away from
you guys too in the chat, let us know. What fighting game do you play? What's your favorite one, and who's your character?
Hold on, I just read Ranbog. Hi, Will. I just want to say that you have a really nice mouth, and I'd like to stick my tongue inside you. Are you single?
Is that a whisper?
No,
it was in the open chat.
That was in the open chat.
I told
totally
them that
missed it.
no, you are not single.
No, I'm not single.
Oh, Rainbog, thanks for joining the...
and it was in pink, too.
Rambog, thanks for joining the podcast. Feel free to follow us, and you can see Will and his beautiful mouth every Monday at 9 p.m. Central.
Every Monday,
I totally missed that. Sorry.
That's right, Rambog.
We were watching the video.
My God.
Follow us.
God.
I can tell you that it smells like Wendy's.
It does.
If you want to know what his mouth smells like.
Because I eat a lot of Wendy's.
It's a lot of Wendy's. It's
You don't
too many triples.
You don't want to be putting your tongue in this mouth.
That's why we call him Triple Will Roth.
Call me Triple Dub. They call me Trip Dub.
Okay,
Does that make me the son of Baconator?
Okay, so what's your fighting game, and who's your character? You're Ryu, right?
Actually, I'm more of a Ken now because he's faster. He takes a little bit more finesse. I really like combos, and Ryu hits hard, but Ken you can just keep hitting. And so my play style has actually evolved into that area.
So you're a Street Fighter guy?
Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom. Jesus, I play with almost everybody. Marvel vs. Capcom. 3.
I didn't know Jesus was
By
on
the way.
that.
Jesus in Marvel vs. Capcom. He's a Capcom character, I think.
That would be awesome.
Dante, Deadpool, and Jesus Christ.
It's like the buddy Christ of the...
Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers, I play Ike. And you know this. I will slaughter with Ike.
Yeah,
I have the Ike amiibo, and I have yet to train him.
Corporate Cal says Smash, he's Toon Link, and Kirby. Kirby? Come on, man. Kirby's the character you learn with, and then you stop playing as.
No, that's Link.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, Link's on there, too.
Marth. Ulfric Warburton says Marth. Yep. Marth is definitely OP.
Not anymore, he's not.
Game Guy says in Street Fighter 4, you usually play as Oni or Evil Ryu.
There's an Evil Ryu in SF4? Oh, yeah, in SF4. I'm sorry.
Put you in my mouth.
I was still thinking in... I was still thinking about Smash, because they have Ryu in Smash now.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
And Cloud in
Cloud is supposed to
Yeah,
be in there soon
he's coming
too.
out. He's coming out soon.
I'm sure he'll be the favorite of a lot of people.
I want
you
them
know
to,
he will be.
What about you, Will?
They'll
Did you
probably do Sephiroth next.
Oh yeah.
fighting games? Was there any of them that ever?
I wasn't
that you did?
too into them. I like them,
Yeah.
but I just don't like them that much. I liked Smash, and I was Lucario,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I was a little bitch with him. Everyone hated me because I would just
so him and
I would let
Samus.
them all fight each other, and then I would be in the background just charging my super blast.
Me then.
And then I would just go toodaloo, and then fly in, and then drop a spirit
how'd that
bomb
go
on
again?
everybody.
How'd that go again?
Toodaloo. Yeah.
What about you, Shark? Have you ever fighting gamed against anybody?
Yes, I usually get accused of being a button masher because
That's how I do
can't
it.
figure out the finesse for the controls.
Yeah, lay off the button mashers, guys. We're people too. Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
But I think I remember playing Street Fighter 2. I remember playing Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
I had to go to my friend Mark's house to play Mortal Kombat because my parents wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
Everybody had to
what
go
you
to their
did.
friend Mark's house.
Everybody had that one friend
Yeah.
whose house you went to play the games that your parents would never let you
we
play.
had it because my mother had this soldier boyfriend, and he bought us the Super NES, and he was playing that, and we would just be like, duh.
The Super NES, I think you either had to unlock or it did not have blood in that version. At least in the first one. Yeah.
It
The
still
blood
had
code is
spinal
for,
columns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all the blood was replaced by smoke. In the first Mortal Kombat.
Spit,
Um,
sweat.
So-
guess.
But I would say I like Guilty Gear X2
Yeah, Guilty Gear.
or Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers. Yeah, Darkstalkers was a lot of fun.
Darkstalkers.
Okay, so
Who'd you use in Darkstalkers?
I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. I just always
Morrigan?
remember.
You seem like a Morrigan kind of person. Bats.
I do
Colored
like
hair.
that. I do like Morgan.
I
But
was the,
there was some that had a little bit better
Is
slashing.
that the one that
Yeah.
everyone cosplays as?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's got the bat tights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
With the boobs
with the boobs
With
And
the
their boobs, yeah.
boobs.
and the butt.
and the butt.
So,
the butt wings.
do you guys prefer 2D or 3D
Just butt
fighters?
wings?
2D. End of
2D.
story. I think she has
Really?
butt wings, yeah. Butt wings and head
She might
wings.
have like on the upper, like the lower back where the little tramp stamp would normally be. I think there's
a little
wings there.
Set of wings.
Yeah.
To make her butt fly.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, right. Killer Instinct.
Killer
fucking
Instinct.
I
So
don't
is
know why I
Killer
just thought of
Instinct
that, yeah.
considered a 3D fighter or a 2D fighter? Is
2D.
it a 2.5?
Did
I think it's a 2.5.
it's
Yeah. Because you stay on the same plane no matter what. The
Yeah.
models are in 3D though.
Street Fighter 4 is 2.5.
That would be kind
Right.
of cool.
Street Fighter 5 will be
So
2.5.
2 or in 2.5D is where it's at for fighting games. You don't want to have to worry about strafing.
I don't like it. It does add an element of like strategy a bit, but
Yeah.
like, and I have gotten out of some pretty sticky situations playing Mortal Kombat with some strafing.
Corporate
Clay
Cow.
Fighter.
Clay Fighter.
Clay Fighter
yeah,
Corporate
man.
Cow. Yeah, so the big one's Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Killer Instinct's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And
Clay
then-
Fighter's kind of an old one. And then Capcom and SMK have like a shitload of them, so I'm not even gonna be able to name all of those.
Yeah.
right.
Well, and
Art of Fighting.
Darkstalkers
Fatal
is also
Fury.
technically Capcom.
Did you get that?
Yes.
are
Did
owned
you get
by
that out?
Capcom.
King
Yeah,
of
no, it's not
Fighters.
even. I'm not even done.
Fucking King of Fighters.
KOF.
Holy shit.
I didn't even. I could barely hear it. I just saw Steven put his mic down and go.
Yeah, I was like, just trying to shit out of my throat.
Yeah.
Sonic
Um,
Fighter.
Sonic Fighter.
Holy shit.
There was not a Sonic Fighter.
Yes, there was.
There was Sonic Spinball.
There was a
Sonic
Sonic.
Fighter?
It was called Sonic the Fighters, in fact.
No.
You could play as Sonic. I think you could play as Knuckles.
Have
there
I
was
not
a green
heard of
duck.
this?
I think you could play as Amy. There's just so many characters, and I think the green duck was the most broken of them all.
Well, what about Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2?
A Dragon Ball Z Bukkake 3.
Actual title.
Actual title.
Yeah, he got it right.
Dragon Ball Z.
We always
Budokai
called it
Tenkaichi
Dragon
2.
Ball Z Bukkake 3 when we
Nice.
worked at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
It's about right.
What
What do you think about those?
I've heard that they're very technically beautiful,
Yeah.
but I've never really gotten into
I've
them.
not played them, but there's also an open source fighting game where you can create your own fighters in
Mugen.
there. Yeah, and they have a lot of current cartoon characters, anime
Oh, that's
characters,
cool.
and things added into that.
That's real cool. The guy in the white shirt is hot to put up. Thanks for joining us. Follow us if you guys haven't yet. We're trying to get to 100. If we get to 100 next Monday, Shark will wear a dress. I'll wear a dress, and these guys will wear suits. But the guy in the white shirt is hot. He's super hot. The put up is following us. We appreciate the follow. We are so close, guys. We need like 2 more left, I think. 2 more follows. We appreciate
Holy shit,
it.
we may actually hit 100 before the end of this
Yeah,
episode.
it'll be
Oh, Jesus
fantastic.
Christ.
Oh, that's awesome. Wait, so we're at
Your
98?
fate is sealed.
We're at
And-
98 right now?
I think so. I'm going to double check that.
Oh
But
my God.
we're 97 right now. We're
Okay,
97. 3 more.
The old 97s.
The old 97s, yeah. Rhett Miller.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that him? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to name a few others. She found an image of Sonic the Fighters for me. I've never seen that before.
Game Guy posted it for us.
Oh, thank you, Game Guy. I
There's
appreciate
there's a playthrough of it on like Continue. I think Continue did it, and I think Game Grumps did it. They're actually really funny. This game sucks. Like, I'm sorry, Game Guy, if you actually liked it, but this game
Yeah.
blows.
What, of Sonic the Fighters?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Not
did you guys
bad.
ever play Virtua Fighter?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
How'd
I've had
you-
a lot of alcohol since then.
I took a lot of
It's
acid.
old, yeah. What about Soul Calibur? Were you guys Soul Cal kids?
Yes.
Well, Soul
Corporate Cal, I know
Soul
for a
Cal.
fact you
A little-
played.
I did play a little bit.
Mitsurugi.
Soul Cal is
there was a-
Corporate Cal.
Soul Cal's Corporate Cal, yeah.
There was a long
With no
time
soul.
I didn't have video game systems, so I kind of missed on some of that.
So Soul Calibur I got in college for the Dreamcast. And my friend Sam and I used to play the shit out of that game. I was always Ivy. And he was always Shenghua. And so we got each other's moves down so much that the fight would essentially be almost like a movie-esque sword fight, because the blocks and everything, we just knew each other so well that it'd be 5 minutes of ting, ting, cling, cling, block, cling, 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 land a hit, bling, cling, and like it was really, really intricate.
And then he plays me, even though I've never played this fucking game before. I picked Mitsurugi because I like samurai, and then all of a sudden, I am fucking destroying him every match because he has no idea what the hell's going on.
The put up says, I'm making brownies. I hope I don't burn my apartment down. I
also
hope you don't burn your apartment down.
Yes, please.
But if you do, take pictures of it and post it to Instagram and tag us in
No,
it.
take pictures of the brownies when they're done.
Oh, yeah, do that too.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay, Marvel vs. Capcom was a good game. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was a great game, except Apocalypse Zombie, real quick. Justice League, yes. And I'm going to put a pin in that. I'm coming back to Justice League in a second. Or Injustice. Yeah, that's right. Injustice Gods Among Us. I apologize. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I loved it because it had Resident Evil characters in it. Mm-hmm. And so and it's also fairly forgiving for the button mashers. And so I played the shit out of it. I really liked it. And I went over to my friend Glenn's house. He's like, you want to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
I'm trying to remember whenever they started including some of the Darkstalkers characters in that.
In at least the second one, if not the first one also.
Yeah.
I think the second one had Morgan in it. I think.
Yeah, maybe right.
And Felicia probably.
Oh, they definitely had Felicia.
One.
So I go to fight him, and he has like the stick and buttons, you know. So he sits back and he doesn't touch it. I sort of come in, I hit him a few times, and he like gives me about maybe 30 seconds of just fuck aroundy. And then he grabs the controller, he does a thing, he knocks my character in the air, and I don't hit the ground until I'm dead. So infinite combo, and I went, well, fuck this game, and fuck you piece of shit. So I never played it after that.
You raged quit.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped playing fighting games in general, is because nowadays the kind of argument that I have against fighting games is the kind of argument that a lot of people have against EVE Online, where it's so intricate and so detailed.
You have people that have been with it for so long, and they have so many things memorized that
they
if
know
you're
the
coming
frame
in,
counts for these moves.
If you're coming in as a new person, you have no hope for even enjoying it.
It's just this massive wave.
There's
tidal wave.
A lot of fighting games now, and I think one of the first ones that I knew of that did this, I think, was called Skullgirls. And it actually had a lock where if the game caught you in an infinite loop, it would knock you out of it, like in an infinite combo. I mean,
oh, that's nice.
And so I appreciated that. I also appreciated Killer Instinct's combo breakers.
Yep.
Where if you learn the moves and you start getting caught up in a combo, you can break it.
And then with the new one, you
can break the combo breaker.
You can break the combo breaker,
enough.
and then you get in some really that's the cinematic fight right there. Is like just combo breaker, breaker. They just keep going back and forth with each other, and then the music. Oh my God, the music! Thank you, Cell Dweller, for being just fucking amazing. Yes.
Yeah, Game Guy. That's why I don't like Marvel vs. Capcom. The tournaments are boring because whoever gets the first hit wins. Yeah, that was how my experience with Marvel vs. Capcom went. A lot.
And I mean, Street Fighter 2 was kind of the one who had the move blocking, move breakers, and that was a thing that they just found in the code. It wasn't actually an error because it didn't cause any other issues in the program, but they're like,
Oh, it's the whole bug versus feature question. So,
right.
Blocking is now officially a feature.
Like wave dashing in Smash Brothers. Like an unintentional side effect that you have to master if you want to win.
Now,
at this point, yeah. One of my favorite fighting games actually was Injustice: Gods Among Us. And it was because it was the only time that I've ever seen a story in a fighting game be effective. And they did a really awesome story. There's a scene where, because they're in like an alternate sort of universe,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a scene where Shazam, who's, like 12 or something.
Yeah.
But, when he's in Shazam, he's like a grown, muscular dude, but normally he's like a 12-year-old kid or whatever. But he's telling Superman, is like, this is going too far, man. Like, I understand that you're trying to save everybody, but the way you're doing it's not working. And they get into like a heated argument. Superman, this is in a cutscene, picks him up, and he uses the heat vision into his face, and you see from the back of Shazam's head, and it starts smoking out the back of his head, and he fucking kills him. And I was like, oh, this game's got me so fucking sold. Like, that was brutal.
Yeah, that's jazz.
That's a 12-year-old kid that just got fried in his brain. So I really, really dig that. Yes, a fight stick. I said game stick, but I meant fight stick like 5 minutes ago.
I didn't even hear
right.
it. So, you know,
Disco
you got away with it.
Click,
Disco stick.
Yeah.
So yeah, Injustice, and I also
My
really
pimp
like the
came.
last one that I got Killer Instinct because it came with the Xbox One, but I think the last one that I went out and bought was Dead or Alive 3 on the 360,
Boobs.
and there was a certain allure, but the thing that I liked about it was essentially a rock paper scissors game. You had strike, you had counter, and you had grapple, and if someone is striking, you want to counter. If someone is countering, you can grapple them. And if someone is using their grapple, you can strike them effectively. And so you're doing moves and combos, but keeping an eye for, like, you can turn the tide by if someone strikes you a couple times, now you can throw your counter.
Right.
And I thought that was cool. Also, it was cinematic as shit because if you kick someone hard enough off the ledge, you, like, do all the crazy
You would knock
folly,
him into
jumpy
another
shit.
section.
Yeah.
Bikinis.
And I love shit like that.
What do you think about fighting games that try to add that story element, like Sub-Zero?
Sometimes it
did
turns
like
out
a
well.
kind of a
Oh, the Sub-Zero adventure game?
Yeah.
Oh, what was
Mortal
that called?
Kombat Mythologies.
Mythologies. Thank you.
There it is.
Like they were going to do more of those fucking things.
Hi, I'm Chuck. I'm the Angry Cuddles video game historian.
Jose?
It's J2000. Thanks for joining the podcast, mate.
It's Jay, dude. Give us a follow, dude.
Yeah, if you haven't yet, you guys feel free to follow us. Feel free to share us with somebody.
Because if we get to 100,
Call it a hundo.
this man's going to wear a thong.
That's actually
Among other things,
Not the-
simultaneously. We're still trying to get the thong.
that is
thing.
that is
There will not be
a statement,
video
an
of that on
incorrect
Twitch.
statement. Yeah,
This guy
There's
is,
that is an
this guy
I would
is
call that
showing
an
up
incorrect
naked.
statement. That also not true.
Definitely not true.
You just see
Please
my
don't
pink-
please don't ban us, Twitch.
K Campos 10. Is this a porno?
This is
Yes.
a porno. Thank you for
Yes,
asking.
it
It's
is.
actually
This is a porno.
It's like a German Scheisse film.
Yeah.
Considering today's like
This is a
Fuck
German
this shit, I'm out.
Scheisse film,
see a shark.
and Steven is
Get
the
out of here
star.
while you still have your sanity.
Fass mein Arsch an. Fass mein
Was ist das?
Don't,
Ein Scheiße.
don't start
Mahlzeit.
Scheisse talking in
You
German
didn't
over here.
help. I was wondering if you were going to make
Yeah.
that sign.
Was ist das denn
Ist mein
Scheisse?
Deadliest Warrior, was that a fighting
Ist
game?
mein
I think
Scheiße.
Deadliest Warrior was
Stop.
like a video game abortion apocalyptic zombie.
What was it?
If I remember right, Deadliest Warrior was an abortion.
Was it?
Yeah, it was based on the show. You know, the show is like who would win in a fight, a samurai or a Viking.
It
Or
was based off that?
and then they based it off the show, and then I think it was just a fucking mess, right?
Sounds
Yep.
like a bad,
It was
Burger King video
bad.
game.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember the fucking Burger King video game?
Do you still have it?
I had Big Bumpin' for a long time, or Sneak King.
Was it a racing game?
It was the bumper cars that they
Oh,
gave away for free, like when you bought a meal
God.
at Burger King.
What company developed that game?
I have. I think it
Probably
was
the
like
same
a
guys
real
that
company.
did Ninja Bread Man.
I bet it was Rare.
Ninja
Rare does
Bread
dumb
Man.
shit like that. Appa 1993, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. If you haven't yet, you guys follow us.
Please follow us.
It's G2000. Let's go. I went to the right channel. I'm about to beat the one-eyed monster. Yeah, go for it. Just wreck that shit.
You definitely
should.
G2000.
Just destroy them.
Absolutely. It's not even his own. He's gonna wreck somebody else's.
Somebody's one.
penis.
Wollen Sie mehr Deutsch auf mich? I could go all day with my German.
Corporate
if you
Cal,
want me
did you
to.
ever have the McDonald's NES game called McKids?
I played that shit. MC Kids, man. MC Kids.
Oh, it's MC Kids.
Yeah,
not,
MC
not
it is
McKids.
m.c.kids, and then,
Oh.
but what it was a McDonald's game, and it just this game fucking hated your guts. Like it hated your guts so bad. Like there were blocks. If you ran into them, it would throw your character in the direction that the blocks were pointing, but you didn't know how far you would be going.
Right.
So you would just.
Game Guy says, "I've never seen Chuck so excited." That
Yes,
can't,
you have.
That can't possibly be
Yes,
true.
you have.
Yeah, he's just a barrel of fucking excitement over here. Okay,
Have
so
you met me?
so you're gonna someone's invited you over to play a fighting game. You get to pick which fighting game. It's any of the fighting games ever.
I don't know. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one was pretty cool.
Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters? Oh, yes.
That was good stuff.
That was
Turtles in Time on the Super NES was the first time I ever stayed up 24 hours. I was in the 3rd grade, and I went over to my friend Andrew Hudgens' house for his birthday, and we stayed up all night playing in Turtles in Time. My parents came to get me at like 7:30 the next morning, and I was playing video games, and they were like, "You got up early," and I went, "I didn't go to sleep." And they're like, "Oh, you're in big. You're so fucking in trouble. Get in the goddamn car."
Isn't that funny that we used to get punished for just like not sleeping.
Like shit. Yeah.
Parents would be like, "How fuck you for not sleeping."
Hey, Campus 10, if you need advice, fire it up. Everybody in the chat is super helpful, and we sometimes give a shit. So
Ask
go for
Dr. Angry Cuddles.
Ask Angry Cuddles. We'll cuddle you angrily. So yeah, your choice of fighting game. Shark wants to play the Ninja Turtles one.
Just for nostalgia. Otherwise, probably Guilty Gear 2.
Yeah. I get my rage gets so bubbled up in head-to-head fighting games. Not in Smash. If it's a 4-player like thing, but if I'm playing Killer Instinct, especially if I go online, I get like that's where I get like controller breaky, where I start getting really mad because I fucking suck at them. What about you, Will? You're forced to play a fighting game at this pizza sleepover we're having.
I'm forced to play a fighting game. What would it be?
Yeah, but you get to choose it, whatever it is.
Animal Crossing.
Competitive Animal Crossing.
Competitive Animal Crossing.
Or we could play, what is it, the Super NES Tiny Toons Olympics games.
Oh, what's that fucked up furry nightmare game I used to play that I didn't even realize? Furcadia.
Like competitive Furcadia.
Yeah, we're never going to let you live that down.
That was a nightmare German scheisse film
can you
of
duel,
a game.
Can you fight? Can you duel people in Elder Scrolls Online?
It's text.
Like a casual duel. I mean, as opposed to someone from a different, pact or faction or whatever. Like just someone that you're partying with. Can you be like, yo, boom, let's do a quick duel, see who wins?
You could
I
do
don't
that
think so.
in World of Warcraft.
You can do World of Warcraft. You can do it in
I do.
I do be hard.
In Star Wars: The Old Republic, you can duel as well.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck.
That's one
your
thing.
choice. No, go ahead, Will.
No.
That's
Puts
the one
it in the
thing.
basket.
That's the one thing.
No, I was gonna say that's the one thing I'm really looking forward to playing with you guys is ESOs because we can join giant battles and together. And especially since you and me are going to be rogues, we can actually sneak through the battlefield.
And I'm going to be the Adric spear wielding healing dude with the great big sword of fire and frost.
I want you to at one point. I just need you to yell, and I want you to not do it in a joking way, but I really need you to be like, "Hold the line!" like yelling it for reals.
I
like,
will
because that'll get me going.
That will happen because, dude, when you look over the wall of the castle you're defending and you see literally, 300 fucking dudes running at you. So I'm spanking a girl who's really
who's really
and her sis grabbed my tenders and she's even hotter. What should I do? Well, Campus,
this called a bidding war, my friend.
Yeah. Here's what you need to do.
What you need to do
is fart as hard as you can,
and then scare them both off.
And whoever doesn't leave is the winner.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yep. That's exactly
the real steel wasn't too bad from what I remember.
You know what fighting game I want to play from here on out?
What?
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Okay,
that is a good.
I could. Yeah. Okay.
That's a sport.
I think.
Oh, that's totally a sport. Because after you're done with the robots beating each other up, you can beat up the person who just beat you.
I think I have to do Smash, and I think it's because it's the only one that I really stand a chance in, like a real chance.
Yeah.
Because I know enough about the mechanics and stuff.
I would actually say MVC3 because
it was really good. MVC3 was good.
It was good, and I don't care whether I lose or I win in that game. It's fun as fuck.
It's J2000. If you need advice as well, you should follow us. But yes, I will. a cook-off, Apocalypse Zombie says.
Yeah.
So we're going to wind down now. If you guys need any last-minute advice, A, follow us. B, share us. And C, ask us. We'll help. But you only have us for a couple more minutes because we're about to close down. K-Campus 10, you say you follow, but I haven't seen the email yet.
Did we follow?
Wait.
Follow?
The put up did. It's J2 did. It's J2000 did.
Is that 100?
You want to see murder did. K-Campus is now following us. Thank you very much.
How many we
We
at?
appreciate that.
Where does that put us at?
I think that's at 98 now. I'm going to double check that. But if you guys, yes, so it's J2000. Yes, you did follow us. We appreciate that.
And thank you.
Ask us your question. We'll help you. We're here to help.
Help or hinder? We're not sure.
Probably both. Knowing us,
a little bit of column
looks like we're.
A little bit of
I
column
mean, remember,
Looks like
this is
we're
the
98.
same guy who walked up to a dying NPC, tried to heal him, and instead ignited him with a fireball. So yeah,
It's true. Story of Chuck's life.
and he just got up. He was almost dead. He had like a sliver of life left, and he got up and he started beating the shit out of him. Like, weren't you lying on the floor dying just a little minute ago? But you have enough juice now to get up and start throwing bows.
If
You
you guys,
did set him on fire.
If you guys,
but that should just mean he's dead.
in the chat, if you click the link that I just put up, it's gameflyoffer.com/angrycuddles. You're directly helping us out, and you can try out the Gamefly service. And also, if you haven't yet, go check out our webcomic at angrycuddles.com. You can also check out Shark's webcomic called Hedgie Hates, and I will have her put that in the chat. Will go to moonlightnative.com and check out his band.
They have a new song on the YouTube page.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, did you guys like that?
Yeah, I liked it.
Thanks, man.
I need to listen to it again.
Yeah, you do.
So, Steve-O, we did get one question. When do we stream?
That's a good question. We stream Mondays at 9 p.m. Central, and we also stream Fridays at 11 p.m. Central. And the Friday stream is Game Stream, and the Monday stream is a podcast. It's J2000 says, I'm with this girl, and she totally wants to go, but my neat's small. What should I do? I think, do you mean nuts?
You know, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, your meat is small. Your meat is small. No, it doesn't matter. If she likes you, she's going to like you for who you are. It's J2000.
No, she's
just
gonna like you.
practice your
cunnilingus.
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually, Corporate Cal, go follow Corporate Cal. If you guys like LOL, we were talking about esports and stuff earlier. Corporate Cal, are you gold yet, man? Am I behind? Did you get gold like a while ago? Anyway, check out Corporate Cal. He's part of the Angry Cuddles Twitch network as well.
Also, if you guys like German Shiza videos, follow Corporate Cal.
You can follow Corporate Cal. Yeah, every now and then he shits his pants on Twitch, and you guys won't know, but he'll do this thing with his face where it's kind of like,
yeah.
And then when he does that, you know he shit himself.
Dude, that was actually a pretty
That's
spot
what
on
Calvin
Cal.
does. Yeah,
he does.
That's
he goes
his facial
like he does that
exactly
fucking
right.
thing.
Um,
Dude, that's good.
Will, can you play? That's a good question. Do you play the banjo? Because there's banjo and older, is there not? Or is it just sound like a banjo on your guitar?
No, there's banjo.
That's banjo.
Yeah,
Okay. Is that you or is that Noah?
That's Noah.
Noah on banjo?
He's also in the YouTube video we just posted. He's playing accordion.
Yeah, I saw that. That's fucking
He's a
cool.
multi-talented fucker, man.
What else are we doing? Yeah. And all of our social media is over there. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. It's all Angry Cuddles. Go find us there. Check out everybody's shit. And we will sign off now. Oh, next week. What are we doing next week? Next week is going to be our final show of the year, because we're not going to have a show on the 28th. Mm-hmm. It's right in between Christmas and New Year's.
The fuck am I going to do on Monday night?
You can run your own stream.
You're going to
You can come hang out. You can get drunk.
Just diddle
but
your tenders.
So next week what we're going to do is the best of 2015. The best of 2015. We're going to do our favorite games. We're going to do our little awards style show.
Can we get dressed up really nice anyway, since we're doing?
Wait, what are we at?
We may be really close. We may have to do it anyway.
Yeah.
If we honestly when Friday stream rolls around and we do our thing, if we get a couple of followers, then it's on.
Yeah.
And I'll let you guys know if it does for sure.
I will rent a tuxedo shirt.
But I'm going to check our
a
followers.
tuxedo shirt.
Game Guy. I have Warframe on Xbox One. I have Warframe on Xbox One now, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, because Game Guy has a PC, right?
Yeah.
Man, we're at 99 followers now, guys.
Oh my god.
One
Holy
more.
shit.
Holy
Somebody,
shit.
somebody get
Una
your
mas,
friends in here.
if you do it right now.
Somebody get your
Watch
friend
your
in
foot
here.
there, Chuck. Watch your foot there.
Yeah, watch your foot.
We just got a
Chuck.
new
There we
one,
go.
dude.
That's me being overly excited.
Chuck gets over excited about everything.
Chuck,
Good
if you
Lord.
ruin this new one, I will probably stab you with it.
Actually,
one more
Yeah,
follower.
maybe but even if we don't, we'll see you guys on Friday at 11. We're going to play something co-op. It might be Numa. It might be Night Squad. It might be
Warframe. Might be Warframe. Might be Warframe. Warframe.
Numa,
Game Guy
Numa.
thinks you can still play together.
Maya, he.
Oh, yeah.
Find me.
Numa.
Same name.
Maya, huh?
Byronic Commando. That goes for everybody else out there. Now that I finally got an Xbox One due to all of these sneaky motherfuckers last week.
Guys, by the way, this is one of the most fun podcasts we've ever had. It was absolutely hysterical. You guys were fantastic in the chat. You cracked us up.
What a chat room
It was
today,
wonderful.
man. That was lively.
A lot of energy. So
very good.
Go out in the world, tell someone about us, and we will see you guys on Friday. It's J2000. Did you actually call in someone to follow us?
Please tell me you did.
Please, Jay.
I want
would
us to
be-
stay
Please.
online
Follow.
until we see
Follow.
this.
Johnny Boy 09 is following us. Jesse Soccer is now following us. I'm gonna go double check to make sure that.
Is that it?
Oh, there's
That
Jesse
is it.
Soccer. And there's Johnny.
Hey, Jesse
Soccer's
Soccer.
number 100.
Johnny Boy.
Yes.
Steve Rousseau is that my name is Nasu. So I'm gonna check and make sure that we're at
So, yeah.
100, and then if that's the case, even if we lose followers this week, if we hit 100, like we'll still follow through. So
Yes.
we're at 101 followers. So next Monday will be the end. Next Monday is the end of year awards show, the best of 2015. Shark and Steven will be in dresses. I'm going to be in makeup. I'm going to do the full thing.
He's going to be in
You guys
heels.
make sure you wear your suit.
Yeah.
Wait, are you going to put a nice little pretty beret in your hair?
Oh yeah, and he's going to be wearing a chindo.
Apocalyptic Zombie. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate that. Apocalyptic Zombie on Friday. It's 11 o'clock Central Time, so it's 2 hours later than the podcast. Hey, I just now realized that if I hover over an emoji,
and that's the only thing Game Guy ever communicates in. So totally, dude. K Combos
10. We're in Texas too. We're in
Yes.
North Texas.
You have no excuse.
So Fridays is 11 p.m. Central. Next Monday's podcast is at 9 p.m. Central. You can find that stuff's on our Facebook. It's on our website, our webcomic as well. Also, do check out our webcomic, angrycuddles.com. I'm serious. It's funny. You'll like it. It's really dark shit. Jesse Soccer was 100. You know what? Jesse, I'm going to send you a free print and some buttons and shit. If you email us at angrycuddles@gmail.com with your shipping address, I'm going to mail you some Angry Cuddle shit for being our 100th, because I think you're exactly right. You're our 100th follower.
Thank you, Jesse.
I wish you could DVR us.
So I
really wish you could DVR
You can
us.
DVR us. You can check out our highlights on Twitch. You can also check out the show on YouTube on Wednesdays if you missed the live show.
Yeah, but he's one of our most active chatters. We like him we like
yes,
everybody
we do like you
pretty
in the
much.
chat. Yeah,
but
everybody's
Azam,
fantastic. Azam, yeah, it's like 5 a.m. in the UK, mate.
Good on you, mate.
I'll bring the beers.
But we'll see you guys next Monday. My name is Steven.
My name is Chuck.
My name is Will.
I'm Shark.
And we'll be back next time. Bye. Bye, girls. Well done. Good job, guys.